Hello and welcome back. In this short lecture, we're going to learn about how to configure VPN profiles by using Intune so that the end users will have the VPN server configuration ready-madely available on those machines and they can simply dial in. Let's jump into the Intune by clicking here Intune and then go to device configuration and then profiles and create a new profile. Give a proper meaningful name. This plate is coming up here and then give a meaningful name here like VPN profile for remote users. Give the description, choose Windows 10 or lighted, and you can choose here as the VPN. So when you choose as the VPN as a profile tab, it will start giving you the VPN server configuration. So here you can check out here the base VPN is nothing but your VPN servers. Let's take example as when we talk about the base VPN, this could be one of the connection type, can be your PPT or maybe L2TP or IKE version 2 or maybe for that matter maybe your most powerful VPN servers that you use, maybe like Sonic Wall Firewall or F5 Access or PAL Secure, or could be Cisco or could be Citrix. So all that kind of service configurations will be available. Let's click on this and you can check out here registered IP with the internal DNS below. You have here options like if you start giving is enable, you have the connection type here. When you choose the connection type, you can choose the what kind of a VPN server you have. Maybe if you have the checkpoint, you can choose the checkpoint server, and relevant to checkpoint server VPN configuration will be available. So you need to get all these details from your a VPN server or maybe from your firewall administrator so that they can give you that information. And also you can import this the required configuration file also in the CSV format with the description and the IP address and the default server name so that it's gonna dial always to this server. Let's try to configure a temporary server name, but since I don't have any of the VPN server, however I can give you here how it looks like the configuration. Let's take here as Palo Alto, for example. I can choose as always on, and then I can use username and password based and remember my credentials. I can give this and I can say that this is going to be my Palo Alto VPN for maybe APAC service, APAC region. Maybe I can give here my public DNS or maybe my FQDN name so that these client machines going to dial to that specific IP address. So I'm just giving 103.maybe52 example. This is my Palo Alto VPN server IP. Then I can give here it's going to be default server, and I can add here if you have multiple IPs like maybe for Asia Pac, not just the IP1, maybe you might have another IP, you can give that. For example, I can give here maybe other IP which I have here 51 for my Palo Alto. Instead of APAC, I may have here maybe APAC 2 or server. I can give that information so that it's going to be dialed one by one. Default would be this. If this down, it will be dialing to this server. So that's how the VPN server can be configured, and I can give here a proper name. For example, I can give here the proper name would be APAC, and then click OK. So that's going to be my VPN server. Now coming back to the traffic, we can configure here a split tunnel or a full tunnel configuration, the role type. You can check out here the split tunnel or VPN tunnel based on your VPN server, how it was configured, and also you can give the naming and also few of the firewall ports that only that specific traffic to be allowed. Such configurations can be done more specific to the apps, and the traffic rules can be configured. Now if I go back to the conditional access, if I enable the conditional access, I can check out here if the user is coming from VPN, and I can enable the single sign-on and the name and the object of the identifier and hash of that so that the single sign-on can be automatically happens and it can be established the connection so that the users can seamlessly access that specific applications. And now going to the DNS settings, DNS suffixes are listed so that when the VPN gets connected, you will be having all these DNS suffixes so that the name resolution works properly. And if you want to configure some kind of proxies, you can always configure the proxies so that the traffic will divert, internet traffic will also divert from this specific proxy servers. Now split tunneling also have the another options. When I enable here the split tunneling, I can give here the prefix and destination configuration, so that it will only happens that routes the traffic for that specific VPN tunnel. Now also I have the network discovery. I can also go ahead and configure my trusted DNS suffixes that can be automatically discovered. So these are the configurations I have available in the VPN. So far I have just configured here my VPN configuration, and I'm gonna click OK and OK, so that I'm going to configure the specific role. Once I have created this VPN role, I can assign the specific assignment to the required groups. So let's say example, if I want to apply for only Asia specific users, I can have created here AD group and assign that specific group. But in my case, I'm going to assign for all the users, so that I can demonstrate just for the demo purpose. And I'm going to choose for all EMS enabled select users and clicking on save, so that the rule can be saved.